Hi everyone, my name is Mia White and I'm the Digital Marketing Manager of the NJCAAE. Today I'm joined with Jakob Bamberger from the Finger Lakes Community College. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I see your flag in the background. Way to represent.
Yeah, I just got it the other day.
That's awesome. So, just to jump in, can you just tell me a little bit about yourself, such as, your name, how old you are, what year you are in school, kind of the rundown?
Okay, so my name's Jacob Bamberger, and I'm a, I guess a freshman at Finger Lakes Community College for the graphic design program, and I'm 18.
Awesome. You said you're doing the graphic designs program. So what kind of graphic design do you do, and what do you want to do as far as a career goes in the future?
Well, right now we're just learning stuff like foundation drawing and regular design work, and then later on, thinking next semester we'll probably go on to Photoshop and Illustrator. I did go to BOCES, and I do know a lot about Photoshop and Illustrator beforehand, so.
That's really cool. So what would you say your dream job is?
I want to be a character designer for maybe video games or movies, or maybe even a writer for video games or movies in the future.
That would be really fun. I know you play Super Smash. Do you play any other
Mhm.
games?
No, I've only really dealt with Super Smash Brothers, but I am thinking about maybe picking up another one and learning another one at the esports here at Finger Lakes.
Cool. So when you talk about you might want to, design and write video games, would they be similar to Super Smash since that's kind of your main game, or would you try
Mm,
something different?
I would probably go for more like maybe RPGs in general, because that's the kind of single player games I really like, is big story based RPGs.
That's cool. So, how long have you been into video games and how long have you been playing video games?
Probably since I can remember, I used to have watch my mom play The Legend of Zelda on the Wii, and she would let me stay up late and watch her play before I could even play, and then I was able to play myself.
That's really cool. I know sometimes parents kind of have some judgmental thoughts when it comes to esports, and but since your mom plays games, is she a little
Mhm.
more open-minded to that?
No, she's really excited about this, and so is my dad as well. They both played video games when they were like in the Air Force, and they also grew up with video games, so it's kind of like a generation thing in a way.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's really cool. Because, like I was saying, sometimes people have like a bad
Hmm.
stereotype of gamers or whatever, but as the world is evolving, so is esports, and it's becoming such a big deal. Speaking of big deals, I know you just recently won the Super Smash Match of the Week here at the NJCAAE
Hmm.
against Missouri State. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Um, it was like my first time ever doing a big competition like this, and so like a official one anyway. I used to do some on Twitch with Twitch streamers, but it was kind of nerve-wracking at first, especially with doing online. I was kept reading over the rules just to make sure I knew everything.
Mhm.
But it all went well, and the person I went against was pretty cool too. So
That's awesome. So, how did you prepare for it?
well, I practice a lot of people who are also on the Smash team here at FLCC, and I also was practicing by myself at times. And then I kept like reading through the rules just to make sure I knew everything.
That makes sense. That's cool. So, do you plan on participating in a lot more competitions to come?
Yeah, there's a local tournament going down here in FLCC tonight that I'm definitely gonna be in too. So
Oh,
it's
that's so fun.
ever since COVID, I've been super into Smash Brothers. So it's just kind of what I like to do. Yeah,
Who's your favorite character?
my mains are Pyra and Mithra, but sometimes I'll switch to Sora or Robin.
Okay, cool. So, what makes you like those characters?
I like characters who are really floaty and fast in general, because that's just how I play. I like playing fast. I don't I don't particularly like playing like Bowser or Donkey Kong, because they're too slow and clunky for me. So
Mhm.
when there's a fast character, I usually pick them.
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Going back to your win a little bit, since you said this was your first like serious, in lack of better words, competitions, what was the response like from your team or even your coach?
They were excited for me. My parents were excited for me as well. Um, it was they were just because the first time they were super congratulatory towards me, and so it was really cool getting this and having that feeling of winning.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's a big achievement. And like I said, starting off the season on the right fit, that's really good. Um, how did you get involved in esports at FLCC, or how did you come across the team?
Well, when I was picking out and looking at colleges, my main thing that I wanted was esports because I really wanted to do esports. And
Hmm.
so when I went to I think it was the new student orientation back in, I would say maybe sometime in spring, I think last spring, I went to the esports table they set up and I just asked, do you have Smash Brothers? And they said, yeah. And so that was,
So
so yeah,
that's cool. So you're from the area then?
I live in Penyan and then I live in the dorms right now in
Okay,
Canada.
cool.
Yeah.
Do you like the dorms?
Yeah, they're pretty good. The room's a bit small, but I make it work.
Yeah, most dorms, yeah. Do you have a roommate?
I have four, but we all got separate bedrooms.
Oh my gosh, so you kind of have like a suite dorm.
Hmm.
Oh, that's lucky. Even though it's
Yeah,
small, at least you have your own
that
space.
that was another reason why I picked this college because I like the separate rooms.
Yeah, that's super nice. I wish I would have had that. That's really cool. Um, Going back to esports and, your experience, how do you improve yourself over time? Like what kind of strategies do you take? What do you do that works for you?
I I record the matches I play, be it the ones I just did or the ones I've done before, and I look over it and see what I could do better. And it's weird because you're seeing yourself play and you kind of notice things you don't notice when you're playing. And I just kind of look over that and improve, or I'll watch like more big competitive matches of other players and then kind of see what they do and learn what they do.
Hmm. It's so interesting. A lot of people do what you do and record the matches, and it's kind of similar to traditional sports in
Mm.
that way, where they go back and watch. So sometimes, I mean, even though esports and traditional sports are so different, in a lot of ways they're similar too. It's just interesting to see that. So how has it been so far for you to be on the collegiate team?
Um, it's been pretty good. It's been very inviting and it's been very, I guess, helpful getting help and talking to people. I met a lot of new people as well.
That's good. Yeah. So do you have a gamer tag?
I do. It's usually I would say yeah. Okay, so my gamer tags the Game Geniuses or just Game Geniuses.
Okay, cool. And what made you decide on that one?
I've had it since since I first made my YouTube channel back in I would say maybe 2013 or 14. So I just kind of kept it.
Yeah, you're committed at this point.
Mhm.
That's cool. Where do you see yourself 5 years from now, as far as do you think you're still going to be playing video games? And on top of that, um, where do you think you'll be? Do you think you'll be in a career, or like what do you envision for yourself in the future?
I envision myself definitely still play video games. That's just something important to me. And I would probably envision myself maybe hosting my own tournaments and maybe getting some sort of career in video games and video game making.
Yeah, that's really cool. I'm just so interested in this video game making. So, you know, in your class, do they teach you how to do that, or are you kind of teaching
Mm,
yourself?
they do not teach me how to do that. It's more of like basic kind of like if I were to make posters or something for a brand or something, that kind of design. I'm kind of teaching myself and trying to do myself, trying to learn character design, art design for the backgrounds of stuff like for video games.
Mhm. That makes sense. Cool. Well, good luck with that. I think that'll be so much fun. Maybe you will have the next Super Smash and we'll
Yeah.
host your video game tournaments. That's cool. Those are all the questions I had today. So unless there's anything else you would like to add or bring up, then the floor is yours. Otherwise, that's all I had.
No, I'm fine. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. I've enjoyed getting to know you, and I really